Tiny new pest is making a big mark on Georgia's farmland. The invasive cotton jassid is spreading fast, threatening our state's top crop and raising fresh worries about farmers already facing some tough margins. Here to explain more about this problem is Georgia's Agricultural Commissioner, Tyler Harper. Tyler, welcome to the show.
Good to be with you. Thank you for having us on.
Hey, man, thanks for being here. How serious of a problem is this insect threatening our cotton industry right now?
When you think about where we are in agriculture and the tough times we've had over the last couple of years, the last previous 2 years, we saw a net farm decline of over $40 billion, and we continue to see input cost rise and commodity prices continue to decrease. And so cotton producers in our state are already facing tight margins, if not negative margins on cotton production. And so when you have a new pest like the cotton jassid that is introduced into our state that increase those input costs, it already impacts farmers' ability to be successful, especially when it comes to our state's #1 row crop, which has a farm gate value of almost $1 billion here in the state of Georgia. So it is a significant threat to the livelihood of farm families across our state, and just another one of those issues that we've got to work to address to help our farm families find solutions to address the jassid on their farms, to ensure that they can continue to be successful and our cotton production can continue to be successful in our state as well.
Tyler, do we know where the jassid came from, and how does it compare to other pests that threaten our industry?
So the cotton jassid is actually native to India, and is, from what we know and what we've looked at and learned, it first made its way to the Western Hemisphere in 2023. It was found in Florida last year, and it was just first spotted in the state of Georgia in June of this year in Seminole County, down in the southwestern part of the state. We now have it confirmed in 27 different counties in Georgia, cotton growing counties, obviously. And more likely than not, it made its way here through storms and hurricanes and other things that typically the way a pest like this would move. And so when it comes to the damage that it's inflicting on our commodity and on our cotton in particular, it's definitely one of those issues that we're taking very seriously, because we're trying to find effective pest management solutions to address it. And so when it comes to other pests that we deal with, we pretty well have a pest management plan in place. They are impactful, but when you have a new pest like this, that there's no clear pest management programming or solutions to address it, it can inflict even more damage until we get that figured out and get that addressed. And so it's critical, working with our friends at the University of Georgia, our team here in the Plant Protection Division at the Department of Agriculture, among others, and Dr. Philip Roberts at UGA and his team on the cotton team at UGA. We're working day in and day out to find those solutions to ensure that farmers have the tools they need to address this, so it doesn't inflict their bottom line and continue to increase their input costs.
Yeah. Beyond cotton, are there any other crops that you're concerned about being hit by this pest, or any other?
There are other crops. It was actually, when it was found in Seminole County, it was found on an okra. So there are other crops that it will impact, but it primarily is a cotton feeder, and it affects the photosynthesis of the plant, which impacts the ability for that plant to produce a crop. But it does impact other crops, but it primarily affects the cotton plant. And as much cotton as we have in the state of Georgia, that's primarily where we're finding it, and primarily where it's feeding.
Yeah, quickly, is there any other kind of state or federal resources that could be brought in to help farmers absorb any potential loss?
So we're working with USDA and their team right now. Obviously, there are disaster-related programs that farmers can work to tap into, but unfortunately nothing really dedicated specifically for the cotton jassid. That's definitely something we'll be in conversation with USDA to ensure that our farm families are able to sustain the damage and the devastation that's probably coming. We're going to probably see it in our yields later this fall.
Yeah, Tyler Harper, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to check back in with you from time to time to see if we're faring any better with this cotton jassid.